Gilbert, thank you for the 23 months. 6, thank you for the 15 months. Oh God, I am so hungover, guys, you have no idea. You look dead. Did I get out of bed 5 minutes ago? Yes. I got off the couch 5 minutes ago where I fell asleep last night and woke up at like 3 p.m. today. Pogo says, hey Simon, I hope you're having a horrible day. Fuck you. Nice. Nice. Oh God, the pain. The pain. All right, let me see if this beer will
love nubs.
It might. I don't know. I was up drinking all night. Cloud, thank you for the 9 months. Ah. What keyboard am I using? A good one.
I fucking love nubs.
Thanks, Unlucky, for the 12 months. For the record, I'm not going to be doing much typing, so don't bother redeeming Bepoven. I have a dedicated F11 key, so. Oh God, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. All right, my desk looks terrible. That's fine. Whew, how is everybody doing this weekend? Ah. Is it going good? Ah. Back pain? I know them feels. Why am I so smexy? I can't help it. Pog Simon stream? What's up, Alex? Yes, we're pogging. It's one of those streams. It's the pain and suffering stream. I haven't watched your streams in the last couple of weeks. Nice hair. Thanks, I got a haircut. Because it's summer, so.
Love knobs.
Okay. Oh, Radar, thank you for the 14 months. And 14 months of forgetting to cancel your sub.
I fucking love knobs.
Oh, it's Sip, thank you. For the Twitch Prime. Yay. I also wanted to send you something on Discord, but you were gone the whole day. I mean, yeah, I woke up at like 3 p.m. So. Oh. God, I am in pain. Did I jump on the glare? You bitch your ass, I did. I missed it by a day. Like, I ordered it the day after the group buy ended. I think, or 2 days later. But yes, I did get a glare. Because glare is very sexy. Oh, God. Could somebody else just do this stream? Simon, am I in row 4 or row 5 enjoyer? I enjoy some row 5, I do. Row 5 is quite nice. What do we do today? Unboxing? No, we're gonna look at group buys and shit. Flexing your merch? I mean, all the t-shirts I own have eggplants and my face on them, so. Yep. Alessio stream? Alessio's still not set up for streams, unfortunately. God, I can't wait till he is. I could just be like, listen, you're the Simon now. Oh. Simon had destroyed my Space Invaders numpad enter key? How? What have you done? Oh. Did I fix my Space Invader board? No. I mean, I'm using it, but like, it's good. It's just, it needs a little bit of work, you know? Get Bachudos to group buy stream through Discord. Indeed. Indeed. Let me show you something. All right, come on. Show me something. Ah, there we go. Crin review. Look, guys, it's a crin. Look, it's a crin. Look, it's a crin. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And look, the intro exists. That's me with the crin. You see? Evidence. It's me with the crin. 1.5 hours? No. I have yet to actually edit it. I've just like tossed all the files in last night. But I shot everything. Everything is now shot. Crin good? I don't know. It's almost like you should watch the review to find out. But yeah, it was good. I got very smashed as per Butchu's request. So yeah. Let's do links. Upload one tomorrow. I will edit it and post it tomorrow, as promised. Oh. All right, here we are. What is this? What is this? I'm so confused. Okay. Wait, is it the zoom in? I still can't tell what this is. What is twerking? Oh, it's some sus shit. Okay, nice. It's some sus dumpy. That's beautiful. That's art right there. That is art. It's most definitely art. I love it. All right, how bad is today? Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Thank God. Thank God. It's been a really rough 24 hours for me. Or 22 hours, yeah. How many people are watching? Do we have people watching? We have some people watching. Fuck it. Do we start? I think we start. Let's not drag it. No chat on stream, by the way. Ah, yeah, my overlays are off. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're going to be looking in this mode. And,
I fucking love knobs.
Something isn't working.
I fucking love knobs.
Where is it? There we go. Hey! I elbowed my pelvic bone. How?
I fucking love knobs.
How? You must have skills. Alright. I need to get deeper into this beer right now. Baka, thank you. In a sea of insanity, showing common sense makes you look intelligent. I mean, that's the thing about common sense. It's not that common. Oh, baby. Wait.
I fucking love knobs.
There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Is Gion here? Hello, Gion. Let's look at some garbage. What am I drinking? I'm drinking beer because I'm really hungover. And I'm gonna kiss an alligator. Come on. My camera's not well positioned. Oh, there you go. My camera's in like the weirdest angle from shooting the review, so. Let's go. Iron 180 by Smith & Rune, and the note says pricing update. All right, so looking at this, it's a 60% that has already been run twice, and realistically, we should be looking at a price point that's lower than, you know, the initial price point. So let's have a look. 1,000 MOQ, and you want us to pay $480 for it. Oh, sorry. You know what? We're gonna leave the 3 newspapers. Wait, 2K MOQ? So 2K MOQ, and you want $480 for this. With all aluminum? And you want $700 for a copper bottom? Yeah, okay there, buddy. Let's just give this a spoon. Let me get my Beepo out. There you go, you fucking degenerates. There you go. There you go. You fucking happy? You happy? Joke's on you, I have an F11 key on it. Okay, so yeah, this is garbage, as anticipated. Slate FRL TKL. You can just call it an FRL, by the way. You don't have to call it an FRL TKL. Alright, now that I'm wrapping up on a small self-fulfilled keyboard group buy for a moment, here is the very early IC for Slate, an FRLless TKL keyboard that I've been working on for a while. Yes, I spent a lot of my spare time trying to make things. When I start a new keyboard project, I always try to do something a bit differently. Moment has the angled chamfers and curves. Cloudline had the soft sweeping contrasting curve, fitting with its theming. Derivative has a somewhat interesting side profile and a gently curved cherry lip. All of these boards have been some form of a shelf/handle side profile and slightly angled rears.
I fucking love knobs.
Yeah, slightly angled those rears for me, baby. Mace, thank you for the 13 months, leading to a bit of an aggressive stance between all of them. After seeing so many beautiful and distinguishable boards without shelved side profiles such as the Xikii KB, HG, the Keycult number 2, Biso's K, various Noxery boards, etc., I really wanted to make something without the previous shelf design. It proved to be a bigger challenge than anticipated. Okay. So the idea is this. Okay. This makes a lot of sense, sure. I want this, but not literally this. Okay, so you don't want to slope back. Fine. So show me the picture, the design. Oh god, it's ugly. Oh fuck, it's ugly. Okay, honestly, that's not terrible. Like this right here accomplishes nothing from a design perspective because you're never gonna see it, and probably like makes machining a little bit more expensive than it should be. The top is kind of fine. Like, I'm not a big fan of like how much bezel there is. Like this is like 12 millimeters, if not more, and this is like 9 to 11 millimeters. Maybe less, like maybe this is like 8, but whatever, it's a lot. Okay. Fine. Uses big old feet. Fine. Why does it have 3 parts? Is this an actual weight? I hope so. Fully screwless exterior. Yep. That's great. That's great. Is the bottom polycarbonate? Yeah, that looks like polycarbonate going into an alu top and then with a weight in the polycarbonate. Like, listen, it doesn't look terrible, but like, why is it screwless, bro? Why is it screwless? And like, wait, how is it screwless? I wish you'd show me a picture of like the interior, but you're not. So generally the issue with screwless is you have very obvious screws pointing in your face, like towards you. That's the point of screwless. Screwless looks so nice though, does it? Does it? It really fucking doesn't. It really fucking doesn't, because instead of the screws being on the bottom of the board where you never see them, it's explained, in which the case fasteners are hidden by a bottom weight that is secured through screws reached through the plate. Okay. Well, it does make assembly a bit more complex. It allows us to avoid screws directly in the polycarbonate, blah, 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 and fine. But, yeah, okay. Like, screws are still visible, that's the thing. Okay, fine. Pro tip, by the way, if you're gonna put this much, literally give us a fucking exploded view. Why don't you give us an exploded view? Terrible, terrible person. Like, I don't have like the brain power to like force myself to go into the IC form. Okay, so that's not going to be visible. This will be visible. This will be visible. This may or may not be visible. This will definitely be visible. So you're going to see holes. Also, thick bezels, not really doing it for me personally. I'm a thin bezel enjoyer. Even like the narrow version is not much better in my opinion. Okay, I'm going to go back to saying the same sentence I was saying before, which is show me an exploded view, please. Okay? Show me an exploded view. You're trying to gauge my interest on a keyboard. I need to see the assembly. I need to see the assembly. So I'm gonna give it an okay hand because I do like FRL, and I'm gonna give it a newspaper for no explosion pick.
Oh, god damn it. Stop giving me money, you cunt.
Mr. Simon, you are my
Thank you,
favorite
Treeleaf, for
happy
the
flower
690.
and alcohol drinker.
You are my favorite Treeleaf. How long before we start seeing stickers to cover screws? You know, I'd be fine with that. Fuck it. Like, if you can cover the screws with something that's the same color as the plate, fine, you've solved the problem. I'll stop bitching. What is my favorite plate material?
Oh, god damn it.
What do you think my
Stop
favorite
giving me money, you cunt.
Mr. Simon, you are my favorite happy flower and alcohol drinker.
Alright, Nearfield Ergo. It's actually not PP, by the way. It's polycarbonate. This room is hot. Or I'm just really hungover. Alright, Nearfield. Available from Canon Keys. Damn, that is rough. That is rough. That's a huge angle. Which, like, opens up a lot of space here in the middle that's just completely unused. That's so weird. That's a really rough angle. And the issue with the really rough angle is, like, if your right hand is here, okay? This is at a weird angle for you as well. Right? Because the whole point is, like, your hands are, like, there. And there. But then, like, to move it to the right, you have to unangle your hand, which is really stupid. Oh my god. Oh my god. This thing is more bent than, like, me. TKL Alice seems kind of weird to me. I mean, look at the EM7. The EM7 was totally fine. It was the keyboard that actually inspired the Alice. There's nothing wrong. Like, okay, this is better. And I know it's LZ. And yes, I know I just said something nice about LZ. But, like, this is better. Because it's not as aggressive as a... Mm-hmm. No double B scares me. Yeah, and it's not like we were lacking for space. And also, yeah, like you're missing full punctuation. Guh. And like you could have very easily put a B here and extended this so it made more sense and you'd have less of a big fucking hole in the middle. I don't know. I'm gonna say this still needs work. Unless the intention of this is to be a terrible 40%. I'm gonna give this a newspaper, not because it's a bad project, but just because, like, it still needs a little bit more. All right, Red Herring 75. All right, this is a 75% board with a split ergo layout similar to an Alice, but with columnar stagger keys like the Jabberwocky by no pun intended. The PCB features all through hole features all through hole components with the diodes laid out in a herringbone pattern that follows the contour of the top row keys. I left a lot of room around the rotary encoder so it can fit a 48mm knob. And finally, front and center is the 46 by 128 OLED display. Okay, I need to see this. Damn, boy. You see? That's how you do an Alice. Wow, you're speeding through these ICs. Have you done this before? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going faster than normal because I'm so hungover, and I know I'm not gonna be able to like survive a 3-hour stream. Ah, this is lovely. This is beautiful. A lot of you will be like, oh, but Simon, like, why are the modifiers so weird? To which I say, eat my ass. This is beautiful. Oh, look at that fucking controller. Look at it. Look at that controller. Look at it. Oh. Bam. That's a fucking controller right there. Woo. All right, come on. Any target price? Any targets avail? Target avail? Avail? Target? All right, let's see more picks. Fuck it. Yeah, this fucks. This fucks. And it's not a terrible bottom, it's fine. You know, I respect this. Ooh, horsey. Okay. That is a big ass knob. You know what? I want to give this an eggplant, but you are using keycaps from drop. I'll allow it. I'll give it an eggplant. I think it's a pretty good project, assuming the price point can actually be kept fair. Or at the very least, just open source the fucking thing. But it is very nice. Yes, but it's Iron Man? No, I am Iron Man. Spoon? Yeah, okay, buddy. Alright, next we have the Xikii S98, a gasket mount 980 layout keyboard. Okay. I see something interesting. S98 is different from the Master 98 in appearances and structural details. Part 1, it has random holes everywhere. Nice. Part 2, it's a 1800. Well, compact 1800. Red Herring is open source already? Nice, okay. So the eggplant was deserved. Alright, I kind of like this front lip that just like curves when it reaches the arrows. This is actually done quite nice. I've seen this tried in a lot of boards where it looks like shit, but this actually looks nice from a design perspective. I respect it. I respect it. I don't respect that I can see through this keycap, but you know, I'll allow it for now. Side profile looks okay. It's at least doing something interesting. There's a hole where the PCBs, sorry, where the LEDs are. And I assume this can be moved up and down by screwing it in like tighter or looser. We'll find out. There's a back that is slightly larger than the keyboard and the frame with ratios, including the ratio of the foot to the overlaying. There are 3 indicator lights. Okay, so they don't move. Wait. No. 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 The USB interface is in the middle of the keyboard and is connected to the main PCB with spring pins. Considering that this kit is equipped with dual mode Bluetooth and standard, the USB interface and the Bluetooth power switch are made on an independent small board and placed in independent feet. There are also 2 3000 mAh lithium batteries installed in the feet with a total of 6000 mAh. The interface and the Bluetooth power supply switch are separated from the main board by the sub-interface board. For the overall structure and experience of the assembly process, an adapter board is also made between the interface board and the main PCB to realize the transfer of the cable to the pin. So they touch. When disassembling and assembling, the 2 parts will not pull each other, which is also a bit modular. Okay. Okay. I mean, you look at that. Thank you, explosion pick. I enjoy a little explosion. So you've got the bottom. The batteries go in the bottom. There is a daughter board, which connects to a spring-loaded thing that connects to the top. There's foam, but let's just pretend we didn't see it. And there's lots of gasket mounts. Nice. Will this make the board taller? It'll make the back taller. But as for the front height, I don't know. The front height does look a little aggressive. Like, this thing seems to sit very high from the desk. It's got really thick feet. But I don't hate it. Like, there's nothing wrong with like having quite a bit of front height if you're practicing proper typing posture. You get me? Because like your hands are supposed to float above the board, not like be resting on the table. So like it shouldn't really matter. I like it. This is actually really fucking cool. At least it's something unique. There's no target price or estimated price or anything else, but you know, I like it. I like it. I'll give this an eggplant. I respect it. I respect it. The minute that I saw this, I respected it. All right, got the Clunker 40. 40% with half numero, knob, and solenoid. I will rarely listen to a typing test, but you know what? We're doing it. We're committing. Oh, it's so small. It's like a fucking 3-volt baby solenoid, and it's like tapping a piece of it. Never mind. I've never been so disappointed in my life. All right. Sorry, I expected like a thick boy solenoid where it was gonna be like, but instead it's like. Yeah. All right, 50 units. Oh, $50. Okay. Hey, listen, for $50. All right. Pro micro powered, mandatory encoder. Okay. Acrylic guard lets you see under the hood. Clunk clunk goes to solenoid. Nice. And it includes the solenoid and everything you need. So, nice. I hope Binder sends this to you. I'm literally gonna move houses and change my address so Binder can't send me any more pain. This is lovely. I will give this an eggplant. It's $50 for a 40% with a fucking solenoid. Don't do it, Binder. You will regret it. I'm just telling you now. Realuables. Aluminum Relegendables. Realuables prototypes out soon. An aluminum Relegendable novelty keycap made for collectors by collectors near collectors on top of collectors that are watching collectors collect things. Nice. Yep, that's an aluminum keycap. Cool. Aiming for $30. Okay. I'll give it an okay hand. $30. Look at the thickness of it. Yeah. 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 It's fine. This is not machinable. It's okay. Don't worry about it. He's got a 7-axis CNC. Haven't you guys ever heard of a 7-axis CNC? The 7th axis is time. Yep, 150 grid. That's my favorite grid. Can alu caps be diced? What? I mean, they can be anodized. What's the 8th axis? Your mom is the 8th axis. All right, we've got idea GMK Seiso, redoing presentation, rip CPU after blend work. Rip CPU after blender work. Yeah, somebody's got a laptop. Nice. It's a weeb set. Based off popular V-Show V2. Yeah, it's a weeb set. You know how I knew it was a weeb set? Does anybody have any, like, ideas? Because it's purple and pink. Purple, pink, weeb. Those are literally the 2 colors of weeb. Nice. Oh, that's the whole thing. Lovely. Lovely. I love how it's locked. Why is it locked? Yep. Let's just give this a spoon. I saw a girl at the gym wearing a hoodie that says, "Your dad is my cardio." You know? I'll take it. All right. Beautiful. Thanks, Recap team, for putting that there. All right. GMK Zìmō with a pricing update. So we're just going to look at pricing. So this is... Oh, I like this. I remember liking this. All right. I can't wait to unlike it the second I see the pricing. These are nice renders. Okay. Desk mats are $20, which is fair. Metal Artisan is $110, which is not fair. All right. Was there pricing up here? Ah, $129. $129. You know? I'll take it. $129 for B, F13, accented and non-accented with ISO support. A little bit of, you know what, a little bit of naughty boy. Not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, 2 novelties on the left. I don't know why one is row 2, but okay. This is nice. I think the price point is fine. Like, it's not the best ever, but I know GMK pricing has gotten like really aggressive again. Like, we're in that period of like the pattern of GMK pricing where like it starts to get out of hand, then it gets way out of hand, then nobody buys key sets, then it drops down to favorable prices. But it's nice. I'll give this an okay hand. The row 2 is for 40s. Yep, that's unfortunate. All right, GMK Fuck clones? Thanks, Google. Did you mean cyclones? GMK Fuck clones. PS, this set does not target anyone who owns a clone set. It is my war cry to people who think it's okay to copy without a designer's consent and make a profit of it. So you're making Dolch? Okay. In recent times, I had a... Is this a meme? In recent times, I had a rise of interest in designer labels for clothes and shoes. Incorporating that into my craft, I adapted the design of a key set that relates to them to create Fuck Clones. Fuck Clones is a brand I subsequently built for this key set to create awareness of the importance and originality in design. Originality in design. Okay? Originality in design. Originality in design. Originality, boys. Okay. Uh-huh. Cool. Like, I hope this is a joke, because like if you were just like, hey, here's a Dolch set because I like Dolch, I would have been like, cool, nice, I like this. But now you're like, oh, clones are bad, therefore I'm making a Dolch set? Look up Apollo. Is it GMK Apollo? I mean, this is a lot closer to Dolch than Apollo. Even got the numbers reversed? No, it's fine, dude. He's just... Don't worry about it. That's how the numpad goes. It definitely goes 3, 2, 1 on the bottom, not 1, 2, 3. Think it's closer to Modo? Yeah, I mean, Modo is modern Dolch, so yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna newspaper this, because what the fuck? Like what? Just be like, hey, I'm making my version of Dolch. Enjoy it. There's your entire IC, and I wouldn't have been mad. I would have just been like, this is fine. But now it's not fine. All right, KBM Fairy. Oh baby. PBT Fairy, inspired by the whimsical and magical creatures hidden behind the lush of the forest. Where forest? Waiting to be found. But be careful and try not to fall for their charm, as they can keep you trapped for eternity. Is this weeb shit? You know, it's not terrible. It kind of works together. The very pastel mods with like blue alphas kind of works. And the kitting is all right. Let's have a look at the kitting. You got native Alice. You've got an F13, you've got a 00, you've got ISO accented and non-accented, as well as UK ISO. You got everything I want to see. Does it? Yeah. Like, I can actually imagine this being on a keyboard and not looking like dog shit. All reverse die sub mods, indeed. Yep. 40s kit looks nice and juicy. 2 pipes? What do you mean? Oh, good catch. Yeah, it's missing a standard non-accent pipe. Okay. Yeah, like I imagined it on a pink board. It looks good on a pink board. This is fine. Fine. Pricing is TBA. If the pricing is fair, I'll hold my score of okay hand. And if the pricing ends up being like $90, then I'm gonna shit on it. Because something like this is fine if it's like 50 bucks. 50 bucks? Fine. I'm down. I can definitely imagine some weeb emo dude rocking this. Really? You think it would look good on my desk? All right, KBM Pink Poodle. Ah, a keycap set inspired by my favorite childhood toy, a pink poodle plushie named Byul. Star in Korean. We found the weeb. Kidding. Ah, you see, this I don't like. Like, this is also pastel, but it just doesn't fucking work. As a matter of fact, let's let the people decide. All right, people. What switches am I typing on? Space Invader. They're quite nice. Though the spacebar is problematic. I need to fix it. How is clicky Space Invaders compared to Blue Alps? Imagine you had Blue Alps and they were like a tenth as loud and a tenth as good feeling and felt like somebody shoved cotton in the bottom of them. And also somebody just every 10 seconds just slaps you with their cock in the face. That's the comparison. Is the spacebar too heavy or not? It's not that. I press it on the right side and it just doesn't engage.
You guys have many choices in keyboard
Hello,
streamers,
victims.
and you made the wrong choice.
Kiss Gatoron? Fine, I will kiss the other. Just for you.
You guys have many choices in keyboard streamers, and you made the wrong choice.
Oh, there you go. I prefer clicky Space Invader over Blue Alps. I mean, the nice thing about Space Invaders is it's a very light click, which I do enjoy. It's fine, you can stop spamming. I kiss the alligator, guys. Chill. Chill. Really, Space Invader clickies don't feel that bad. Mine feel really dampened and it pisses me off. Oh, fine, do double the kissing. Double kissy, happy kissy time kiss. We do a little kissing. Mwah. Yeah. Happy alligator. Happy alligator sounds. Show us the Beepo. It's very cursed. It says Cuck Van on it. And it has a gator and an eggplant. Show them the front. You had many choices in keyboards and you made the wrong choice. Yep, story of my fucking life. Story of my life. All right, so people say, no, this key set does not work. Nice. Nice. I'm just gonna newspaper this. I don't even want to look at this anymore. The fact that this exists is an insult to like my existence. All right, PBT Nekoccino. Hello, everyone. Okay, so it's espresso. I got it. Today, I'd like to introduce you to my design PBT Nekoccino. As a coffee and keyboard enthusiast, I really wanted a way to bring the vibe of my daily coffee routine into an experience we can share with keyboards as well. The morning sun pouring into my window as I dial that perfect shot of espresso, my cat rubbing against my leg as we take the first sip to jumpstart my day. That's what the set is all about, a love for keyboards, coffee, and cats. Does anyone look at ICs anymore? No, they just buy everything. Because people don't have fucking brains. Okay, this looks a lot like the SA Espresso set. And in terms of the kitting, it has no F13, it has no ISO support at all. This is atrocious. This is a terrible, 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 terrible base kit. Terrible. Okay? That is terrible fucking kitting. Okay, I'm gonna spoon this because you should know better. If you're into keyboards, what the fuck is this base kit? Looks like GMK bread? No. It looks like GMK caramel bread. So I'm gonna force screws in it for a TKL? It could be. Wow, you guys are so fucking toxic. You guys are so fucking toxic. You wanna see what GMK bread looks like? Okay, give me a second. Okay. This is GMK bread. Why is this not playing? Okay. That's GMK bread. It is very yellow. It is very yellow. Okay? It is. They look the same? Oh my fucking god. I'll fucking slap you. Does Crin sound happy? It does, actually. It does. Alright, PBTfans Purpolch.
I fucking
Scott, thank you for the almost 2 years. Speaking of which, we need to have a 2-year badge. So let's do that now. Why do I not have a carrot? All right, listen, I'm just gonna spoon this because it's KBD fans. Okay, let's just. We all know it was gonna happen. All right, let me find the carrot. Okay, let me find it off screen so I don't like leak my entire fucking house. Okay, I should have a carrot here. Carrot. Why don't I have a carrot? Okay, I have sunglasses. We're gonna need those. Let's open up Photoshop. We're making our 24-month badge. Fuck it. Because I know a couple people. Didn't the 2-year sub want cucumber for badge? I mean, no, because like it became a carrot. So. Okay, so new. We're gonna do 1080 by 1080. Okay, let's bring in the sunglasses. Let's bring in the carrot. Where is my carrot? I found it. I found my carrot. Where is it? I found it. I found it. I found it. Somewhere here. I literally just saw it. Well, I found a spoon, and a gator, and spicy pepper. Spicy pepper. That spicy pepper. We're not gonna use it. Okay, I wonder why I couldn't find it. I literally named it fuckyourdad.png. Good job, me. I'm so good at naming things. Alright, there's our carrot. Let's make it large. There's a large carrot right there. We're going to bring the sunglasses up. Perfect. We can throw in some lasers for good measure. Do we want lasers? Do we want lasers? I feel like we want lasers. I think lasers is important. Yes, please? Okay. Lasers it is. Well, I found a lamppost. You guys want a lamppost? Why can't I find lasers? Give me a sec. Fire? I mean, fire would work. God, I have so many fucking files. Okay, I can't find lasers. I cannot find lasers. Do we want lasers or do we want fire? See, this is how you do art, guys. This is how you do art. Sid, thank you for the 8 months. Both? Top PNG. I assume I'm gonna have to like pay money for this, right? Nope. Yoink. Thanks, kiddo. Thanks for the free shit. All right. Nice. Those big lasers. Beautiful. Try and angle it a little bit so it matches up with the sunglasses. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. All right, there's our 2-year sub badge. Where's my control key? Fuck, I don't know how to use this thing. I don't know how to use like a thing with like a normal... There we go. All right, so we need, I assume a 72 by 72. Let's find out. All right, so we need 72 by 72, 36 by 36. And 18 by 18, so it's 72. (36 by 36). And 18 by 18. That is tiny. Okay. Okay, I swear it's here. Why is it not here? Am I not saving it as PNG? Am I stupid? Yep, I was saving it as JPEG. That'll do it. Use Beppo. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I don't fucking have numbers. Ah! How am I supposed to control Shift Alt? Ha! I did it on the Beppo van. Where's your god now? Is it 32 or is it 36? I'm gonna assume it's 36. What, you expect me to write actual words? Are you serious? All right, I assume the last one is 18. Oh, I actually nailed that. There you go. Where is your god now? Yeah, bitch. Fucking did it. I did it. Now someone's sub for 2 years. We have a few people that have 2-year badges, but we'll have to reload to actually get it. Okay. So let's go back to the list. PBTfans Purpolch. We hate it. Aluminum Mizu keycap set. Hi everyone. Thank you for your following our project. We have received tons of feedback. Okay, show it to me. This looks like Olivia with extra steps. I'm gonna be honest with you. At least it's got ISO in the base kit. I can respect that. And a spacebar kit. You know? That doesn't look bad. This honestly looks pretty fucking good. Is there a 9-month badge? Yes, it's the baby. Where is it, Olivia? Wait, why can't I use my fucking Epic Pen? Hello? Why is my Epic Pen not working? The fuck? Hello? Okay, well my Epic Pen broke. Congrats, guys. I can't draw on my screen anymore. Lovely. Great. Having a great time. Anyway, this is quite nice. This is quite nice, I'll be honest. Thok. It's a Thocky boy right there. I'll give it an okay hand. Let's see how terrible the pricing is. 320 bucks, which honestly, for like this many keys, do I think anno matching this many keys is a real issue in LO key sets? It honestly shouldn't be. So anno matching is generally an issue having to do with surface area, because different surface area requires different amount of time to be put in the bath, right? Which means all the alphas, which is the only one that really matters, because for black, like you can't accidentally dye it to black, right? For all the alphas, it should be fine, because you literally just put them in for the same amount of time and you're good. Okay, break-in machine. Yay, another one. All right, show it to me. Show it to me. Show it to me. The link. Okay, so all I have is a YouTube video. This is going in the YouTube video section then. God, I hate the Beppo van. Okay. Oh. All right, let's get ready for group buy mode. That's some good group buy right there. All right. AV4, let's go. Let's go. Are we going? Hello? Okay, this gets a don't buy because they can't even afford to have a fucking website that works properly. Nice. Mino 40. Mino DIY kit. If you have a website where I can't make it bigger, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you so hard. Okay, I'm pressing, okay, now it's catching up. Okay, so you have an OLED on one side and a Elite C or Pro Micro on the other side. And it's hot swap. And it comes in many colors and it's a cursed 40%. At 85 bucks though, I'm not really loving it. Then again, it is hot swap, right? Because that means, but then again, it is an Elite C. I don't think this is a good deal. I don't think this is a good deal. Yeah. I'm not loving it. I'm giving this a don't buy. And the website doesn't help much. So, get fucked. NorCalice. Okay, wait. Is it 315? Except you can't buy it? What? Okay. Shark design or else top mounted aluminum and is to commemorate the April 2022 South Bay Area meetup. Okay, so the pre-order is only available at the meetup. This keyboard includes only the case and plate. A PCB will be required. And it's $315 if you're at the meetup. And then, what if you didn't go to the meetup? You pay $800? Yeah, you pay $800. Nice. Nice. That's I mean, obvious don't buy unless you went to the meetup. Okay, like this shouldn't even be on the website. That's it. Supernova TKL. Gasket mounted TKL. Hey there. Sharu Design TKL finally entering group buy. 415 base kit. Oh look, it's the same website. Okay, so $50 for like a decent weight, which makes it $475 fully kitted, which fine, okay, I'll allow it. God, that looks terrible. Look at that. Like the finishing, the machining does not look great. Wait, why does it have all the holes in the back? Is there a hub? Is there a hub? Is there a hub? Okay, what? The holes are fake? Okay, don't buy. Go back in time and buy a cell phone. And if you don't have a time machine, wait for extras. It's a better keyboard. Okay. ePBT flower. $89. This is fairly priced for Enjoy PBT. Except not really. That kitting like looks good, but it's not actually good. I can't draw on, like, I can only draw on my other screen. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, I can draw on my other screen just fine, but I can't draw on this one. Well, imagine I'm drawing. So it has an F13, bare minimum ISO layout support, and a B, and like nothing else. I don't know. I mean, the MOQ is 200 sets. It's kind of okay. It's kind of okay if you're okay with reverse dice up mods. Both alts say alt-ger. Indeed they do. That is a good catch. Your left alt says alt-ger, and your right alt says alt-ger. Ger all the alts. As a matter of fact, just for that, I'm going to give it a don't buy. Love shitting on keycap sets. Keychron, doubleshot, PBT, Cherry profile caps. So are these the caps that come with the Q3 and K8? No, they're not. This is something completely different. All right, is this like actually Cherry profile? Because their doubleshot is actually decent. It is Cherry profile. It is Cherry profile. Like it's a super ugly like colorway, but like, goddamn, $40. $40 with a lot of fucking compatibility. You've got UK ISO, you've got native Alice, you've got every spacebar you could ever need, you've got accents. That's not fucking bad. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, goddamn. Yeah, and their double shot is good. Like, assuming this is the same place that makes the double shot on their like K8 and K3s and shit like that. The double shot was good, I just didn't like the profile. But this is actually cherry profile. So, you know, fuck it. Simon approved by. Yeah, they say it's 1.5 millimeter somewhere. Give me a second. Yeah, there. Yeah, that's dope. You know? The thing about Keychron is like sometimes they come out with like the nicest fucking priced shit. Like the K8, for example. And then sometimes they completely cock it up. Hopefully this is them not cocking it up. It's $40. I'd go for it. I'd go for it if like it was beige instead of this terrible fucking color. I would go for it. Yeah, Keychron does a lot of good shit, surprisingly. I was pleasantly surprised. I am very rarely pleasantly surprised. Nope, I am not clicking this. We're done. No more thock. No. Nope. Nope. All right, X3 Hurricane variable speed, 260 mile an hour air compressor. Compressor. This looks like a bait. This really looks like a bait. Is this a bait? Like, this looks like a Chinese product that should be like $10, right? Right? Yeah, isn't this something you can get, like, check Taobao? Taobao doesn't fucking work on this machine. Here, let me show you an alternative to this. Give me a second. Ah, there we go. There we go. That's the good shit right there. Wait. Let me plug it in for you boys. Let me plug it in just to show you the power. The true power. All right. Check this out. I'm gonna turn down my audio a lot. You see? Simon, you could break the table? Probably. Do I have the link for that? I just picked it up from Amazon. It was cheap. So yeah, this... Everyone's freaking out. Fine. I'll save her on. There you go, guys. Are you happy now? Now apologize. I'm sorry, Ron. So yeah, don't spend $110 on this. Literally go to Amazon and get one of these for like 20 to 30 bucks. All right, drop DCX. Formerly MT2, I remember this story. So they rebranded. So that was their play. Nice. Good job, Mass Drop. So 99 bucks for where's the kit? Where's the kit? Hello? What's the actual kit, bro? It's 99 bucks for what? What? Wow. It's like Mass Drop will do like literally the fucking dumbest shit. Like being like, oh look, here's the pricing. For what? For what? Anyway, fuck you, Mass Drop, eat my ass. New keycap profile in the works from Matteo. Oh, that's so good. That's great. He learned his lesson. Congratulations. You learned your lesson. You should have learned it fucking years ago. And never worked with Mass Drop, you dumbass. Nice. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of circular because it's a lot harder to press the key into center than it is with A squared off top. So, yeah. Wonder when Mito will learn his lesson? No. It's better if he doesn't. Just let him get cucked forever. I think the post before that says he's back with drop. Yeah. That's what they all say. All right, zero tolerance machining with wire EDM. Okay. What is that? Wait, the sound?
That's about 3 times the.
How do I restart it? I don't understand people that fucking make a F5. Yes, that should be the fucking solution. F5. Reset the whole
Check out how
fucking
precise
thing.
our mold department can make things. Pretty cool.
No. I'm not gonna be fucking calm. You can't make a video platform where you can't scrub.
Right? The cuts are so precise. They're basically airtight. So how are these made? Well, we use this wire EDM machine to electrify a brass wire that's about 3 times the size of a human hair. First, they thread the wire down using the water guide. You can see it right there. Oh, and by the way, we use this machine for making precise molds, dies, and special tooling. Next, they fill the tank with deionized water. The wire EDM will cut through super hard steel or even carbide, but today we're just going to remove a small part from the surface so we can see the whole wire electrified. The wire creates an electrical arc which melts away any conductive material. The used wire is chopped up to be recycled. Check out how precise our mold department can make things.
That is so fucking cool. That is so cool. This is literally the coolest shit ever. Okay, nope.
Check.
Fuck off. Nice. Foam. DBOKey link. Okay. Okay, why is this in like 160p? Excuse me. Yes, I moved to another room. I'm working on the Echo. It'll take a while. Oh god, no.
Bark.
It's a very happy and marbly Thok. It does sound very happy. Yeah, sorry, I'm on German layout. God damn it, Binder. Too late. I already typed. All right, next. 1958 Above and Beyond NASA Solder and Soldering Techniques, Electronics, Instructional Film. Oh. You know, I love these. It's 22 minutes long. Fuck, I don't have arrows on my movement.
Start generator. Control voltage on. Gyros on. Gyro erection on. Check that launch loading has been completed. Roger. And connect assembly to igniter. Okay, tie down the lead.
Here, in a few seconds, the work of many men and women will meet the supreme test.
Weight reading after last scaffold is removed. AFMTC telemeter.
All right, show me the soldering.
On. Start vibration and RPM recorders. Check all operators.
Who contributes to its final construction. Once a space vehicle is launched, there is no turning back. Here we can turn back. We
Is
can
it
dig
further?
out the story behind the story. Who are the people who build a space rocket?
No, this is it.
This is Harry Reiner. Some months ago, Harry was just another applicant for a job. Past experience? Well, let's see.
Simon,
Drove
is
a
my
truck
solder good
during
enough
the
to launch
summers in
into
high
space?
school.
Only
Then
one way
he
to find
served
out.
on a destroyer in the service. A couple of odd jobs around town.
This is job interview
Oh yes,
section.
he's a ham radio operator. Chemical properties of solder and rosin even before you start the job. Solder is an alloy, simply a mixture of tin and lead. But what makes this alloy so useful is a quirk of nature. Notice the melting point of solder is nearly 100 degrees lower than that of tin or lead. Here is a combination of two metals that for some
This guy went from working odd jobs around town to soldering for NASA. I don't buy it. I buy it. Most of the people that worked like in the space program were just like normal everyday people because there were so many people required.
reason
I
will
fucking
melt at
love
temperatures nearly
those
100
nuts.
degrees lower than the two metals it's made of.
Waj. Waj. Waj.
No one can tell you exactly why this happens. It's simply one of those unpredictable quirks of nature that the human race, without completely understanding, can harness to its own advantage.
Oh, you look at that solder though. You solder at 4 Waj? Nice. I solder at higher than that.
But
Oh,
why
no.
is this phenomenon so important to us? The answer is simple. Here is a sheet of pure lead and a rod of pure tin. Both have relatively low melting points. But through the miracle of solder, they are bonded together without the danger of melting the tin or the lead. For example, the seams of an ordinary tin can are soldered together.
I could be wrong, but doesn't NASA hire people that are the best in their fields? NASA literally hired seamstresses and people that sew for a living to create supercomputers, okay? So shh, do some research.
And without damaging or melting the tin. Now let's see how solder works. Notice that on this sheet of copper, as the solder melts, it flows smoothly to form a thin, even coating. Solder is not a glue. When the copper is hot enough to melt the solder, the molten solder actually dissolved small amounts of the copper and then penetrated its surface.
That's hot.
In this cross-sectional drawing, we can see that the molecules of the two metals have actually blended together here to form one new metal, which is part solder and part copper. This mixing of the molecules is called the wetting action.
Oh yes, baby, the wetting action.
To obtain good wetting action is not always that simple. On this thoroughly clean sheet of copper, obtain good wetting action.
It's so good. This is the best sentence I've ever seen in a video, ever.
To obtain good wetting action is not always that simple. On this thoroughly clean sheet of copper, you will notice a marked difference in the reaction of the solder. It seems to ball up and not flow smoothly as it should. A cross-section would show large areas where the two metals have not blended together.
All right,
The
show me
mixing
like
of
the
the
rest.
molecules,
Show me the guide.
the wetting,
Guide me.
ready to accept solder.
Ooh, ooh.
For ease of application, solder and flux are produced in a combination called core solder. The rosin flux is contained within the solder itself. Core solders are manufactured with various core designs.
This one is the good one.
With this cutaway model of cored solder, we are able to see exactly how the solder flux combination can work together. The flux must have a melting point lower than that of solder, thus enabling the flux to reach the metal first and prepare the way for the solder. As the solder melts, it displaces the flux on the cleaned surface.
Oh, that's hot. That is hot. Oof. All right.
For me, well, I've been soldering for 10 years. I have a great right arm and my own iron. You heard what he said. School starts Monday. Space vehicle soldering is different. If you want to be an operator, you have to learn that. If you're a contractor, you have to teach it, run a school, or set up a training program. For within a space vehicle, there are thousands of soldered joints. The people who solder these joints have a responsibility far above and beyond the normal standards.
Yep, let's all join NASA, boys.
The training period is not long, but they pack a lot of information in a short time. The important thing in any space vehicle soldering course is developing a careful, vigilant attitude. There are 3 things to watch. They are in this order: cleanliness, cleanliness, and cleanliness.
Nice. Guess I felt that one.
Oh yes, one more thing, cleanliness. Mac has been soldering for 10 years. He's beginning to understand that rocket work is different. In outer space, there are no TV repair shops to correct your errors. Harry lacks experience, but he has a deep respect for any electrical joint. He is taught to visually examine the small plated board for any defects. He looks first for a smooth, even texture and appearance.
Oh, yes. Inspect that PCB.
Together, they're trying to find blisters or wrinkles or a possible separation of the conductor pattern. Any dirt or grease on the board is cause for rejection.
Simon
Oxide is the enemy.
PCB. Yep.
This board is okay, so Harry prepares to solder. Just before soldering, a pencil-type eraser is used to clean the pad.
Ooh.
When cleaning the wire, he uses 2 typewriter erasers between a staple puller. Mac, too, is gradually learning that proper tools are important. Now, Mac thinks he's all set to go. If you want to see the wrong way to go about it, watch this man of experience. He's cleaned the wires, but he puts his dirty hands all over the wire, nullifying the work. See here, the component should be centered between the 2 pads. not favoring one or the other. Look at all the space he leaves between the component and the board.
Oh, that's
a
a terrible
basketball
photo.
player could walk under there with a high hat on. Go on, Mac, you're giving us a laugh. No, bend the wires toward the pattern. Too late. Never mind checking the temperature or cleaning your iron. Go on your merry way.
Yep.
That does it. You managed to do just about everything wrong. Suppose we let Harry do it the right way. Remember, the first rule is cleanliness. Once he has cleaned both the pad and the leads, Harry is careful not to touch them while preparing them for insertion through the board.
Oh, baby.
Gotta hate Harry. Yeah, he's so full of shit.
He places the component midway between the two holes, then presses it down so it is firmly against the board. Now he carefully bends the wire using round-nosed pliers.
Nice.
Once through the hole, he clips it off about 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch. The wires should be bent toward the pattern.
Ooh.
Carefully following the instructions, he uses a small brush to keep everything clean. Proper tools create proper techniques. Harry can and does regulate
Harry killed 37 astronauts because he didn't wash his hands.
his temperature control depending on the size of the circuit and the leads. Once again, that word cleanliness pops up. He cleans his iron with a wet sponge. Either a wedge or a pyramid-type iron is used. It is important that the iron be the right size and shape for the work. After tinning the iron, it is cleaned again before soldering. Then he uses the specified type rosin core solder. He starts the solder flowing where the tip of the wire is cut, then moves it back. This results in just enough solder to make a good joint. There's no pileup or excess.
That is a good
This is a
joint.
good joint, and the contour of the wire is plainly visible.
That is a nice fucking joint.
It's a good thing Mac is on the stick. That's a good joint, but it should be cleaned with a little alcohol. Harry figures he should go to the head of the class, but Mac is now wise to the fact that soldering for space vehicles is different. The instructor is hard-nosed about every detail. He wants a good look.
Damn, guy's got a fucking microscope for inspection.
Mac says he's casing the joint. Under the lens, this one still looks good. It has that smooth and shiny appearance, and there's no excess of solder. Here's a joint that
Yeah, this is like how some people solder like switches. It's like this much fucking solder.
isn't any good. The dull, milky appearance indicates a cold
What do you mean Simon joint? My joints are clean as fuck. Okay, they're not clean, but I don't... Wow. Wow, okay.
joint.
You guys are just gonna be toxic. That's fine.
Not enough heat in the iron. This one has a crack up close by the wire. This means dirt, and no more need be said about that. By now, both students recognize that this is too much of a science to be called an art, too much of an art to be called a science. In the next few days, they solder many different types of components. Some have irregular shapes and are difficult to mount. Transistors require heat sinks between the connection and the component. Extreme care is necessary. There can be no damage to the transistor. There are rigid specifications for each particular problem. Certain basic attitudes become good habits. Mac has learned that cleanliness pays off. He also discovers a latent skill for diagnosing the problem and selecting the proper tool. For example, these long-handled pliers.
Ooh, that's a
Harry
nice
discovers
tube
there
right
are
there.
tricks in every trade, techniques to be mastered. But the real mastery lies in constant attention to detail, no let-up in good habits. Mac seems to be on familiar ground here. See how deftly he strips the piece of insulated wire?
SMH might
It's
have.
hard to unlearn bad habits, but the instructor is a patient man. The ordinary wire stripper frays or nicks the wire. It should never be used to strip wire for space vehicle work. Instead, a heated wire stripper is the recommended tool. It even works well for Teflon insulation in a well-ventilated room. When and if cutting-type strippers are used, they must be the exact size for the wire, calibrated daily.
God damn, calibrated daily. Just for stripping wires.
Next step is to clean the terminal. Mac uses a solvent and a lint-free cloth. This time he does it just right. And Harry is learning conductor wires must be tinned before soldering. In this operation, 60-40 solder is used, and cleanliness is, as always, important. Tinning should only extend far enough to take advantage of the depth of the terminal. Harry knows he is making a solder joint, not a mechanical connection. The wire is never hooked more than 180 degrees. He hooks the wire to the joint so there's no movement during the soldering operation. Because there is a lot of heat to be transferred, Harry clips a thermal shunt into place. This guards against overheating the component. Now, great care is needed. The joint should not be disturbed until the solder has cooled. The wire should be bonded directly to the terminal. In a properly soldered connection, a good guide is that the distance from the insulation to the joint is equal to the diameter of the insulated wire.
Interesting.
Once he throws off his old habits, Mac learns things well. In
Good job,
soldering
Mac.
a wire into this miniature connector cup, he fills the cup with just enough solder. By sliding the wire slowly to the bottom of the cup, it reaches the correct temperature and prevents a cold solder joint. At the same time, slide the hot iron toward the base. This will distribute the heat uniformly and prevent gas pockets or voids. Mac soon learns that a false security is created when a wire is wrapped more than halfway around a terminal. This practice is taboo in space vehicle work. A slight J formed at the end of the wire provides ample surface and a neat configuration for soldering. This connection is just as reliable as one with twice the amount of solder and much more easily inspected. In another operation, Harry learns to use a resistance-type soldering tool. Resistance soldering affords a means of localizing the heat to a selected area, which makes it well adapted to the soldering of miniature connector cups. Harry also learns to use a tweezer-like heat dissipator to prevent wicking
Harry's
of
got
solder
fucking
up the
gangster
wire.
socks.
The foot switch is used to turn the current on and off. This gives him control of the temperature, leaving his hands free. It's all part of having the right tools to do the job. In the week-long course, both men develop an attitude of responsibility and pride in their work. They practice and perform the soldering of many different types of joints. They learn to keep their
those
tools in
zippers?
efficient working order, clean and readily available. Their fingers become adept at handling the components so necessary to space vehicle work. Most of all, they learn to cherish the fundamental
You should do
principles
this,
as
Simon.
expressed
What?
by the
PCBs for
unbending
space?
standards of the instructor. When it comes to self-discipline, they are as tough as a combat team. Harry finds his job a means of expressing pride in his skill. Mac will never go back to TV work. The changeover was difficult, but he has a new sense of direction, and he likes the feeling.
Fume extractors.
No two
The fume extractor is right there. It's the mouth and nose.
rookies ever left boot camp with more pride of accomplishment. In the months that passed, both Mac and Harry proved themselves on the firing line. This is no practice session. The distributor Harry is building will fly into space. Reliability of every tiny joint is the factor that can spell the difference between failure and success. A good inspector is not there to criticize and nag. His job is to improve and maintain quality
Excuse me, Max passed? Yep.
standards. He must lead by being aware of the latest methods of inspection and operation. He must promote flexibility of thought, but he must be inflexible in his demands for perfection. No one ever said it was an easy job.
That was a beautiful video. That was a beautiful video. I learned the four most important rules of soldering. God damn it, Goya, stop adding stuff. All right, let's check out this break-in machine. Cool. You built a device to murder switches. Good job, dude. Good job, dude. Yep. This is definitely how you kill switches. Okay. Who are Alps break-in machine? Alps don't need break-in. They break in by themselves. All right. Thock.
Well, of course, because most users of mechanical keyboards nowadays are used to MX-type switches, the contemporary tastes of many have shifted accordingly, because Cherry switches sound very bad. At least in my opinion, people's tastes have evolved towards keyboards that sound as flat and dead as possible in order to minimize the amount of sound that the switches make, because MX-type switches sound so horrible. This is the reason that many custom and high
He's so fucking toxic, I love it.
end keyboards are made out of solid blocks of aluminium and include dampening foam, sometimes even dampeners and lube inside the switches themselves, just to shut up the awful MX racket as much as possible. This in contrast to better sounding vintage switches, which fare well in roomy, more flexible chassis that bring out their sound more. These are now sometimes called hollow sounding by modern keyboard enthusiasts because they've become used to high-end keyboards sounding flat, feeble and lifeless. It's a bit like preferring a mute to Pavarotti if you don't like music. The NJ80 is actually equipped with a small mat of dampening foam as well, and I think that actually kind of misfits the purpose. So what I'm going to do is take a switch that doesn't sound like complete arse, such as Mizu PC clickies, and compare the sound between them in the GMK Pro, in the Keydus, and in the Keydus without the dampening foam. See what I mean? More clack, more bass, more better. Think about it. By the way, a look at this motherfucking chonker of a battery, 4800 milliamp hours. I think it is a good thing that they protected this battery, because if that one goes, whew, toasty. The keycaps are thick.
I mean, to be fair, like, he loves vintage shit. He doesn't get the appeal of customs. You know? We don't need foam. We never needed foam. And to be fair, OG boards had foam too. Just saying. Yep. Yep. To be fair though, I love typing on a nice, thick boy board. I do. I like it nice and thick. Ah. To be fair, Model F literally requires you to swap the foam. Yeah, because it like dies. Drink more alcohol? I can't. I'm so hungover. I'm like dying. I thought you weren't gonna buy a Space Invader. This one just showed up on my house. So yeah, let's not talk about it. I owe somebody $1. Ah, God, I'm in pain. All right, listen, we're gonna raid someone. I know it's been a short stream, but like I'm suffering today. We'll find some poor unsuspecting streamer to raid. God, it hurts. Chickens? No, no more chickens, okay? There's no keyboard? There's gotta be a keyboard. Okay, this man's building a Gundam. Why does no one stream Saturdays? Weekends are always slow? That's so weird. Like, why? Like, weekends is like when you definitely want to be streaming. You literally saw 2 keyboard streams. Can you help me find them? Oh, that's a keyboard, but that's not English. There go down. That's really fucking helpful, Juan, when there's a fucking 30-minute stream delay. Give me a name. Give me a link to the streamer.
Y salía más barato en Eloquent que en otro sitio. Es como, pues nada. Support your local.
I can't tell what language he's speaking because he's so quiet. Glacier 80, go back. What? Thank you, a link. Yeah, keyboards.
So...
Alright, I like keyboard. Let's go. Keyboard, good. Too late. Too late. We're rating this keyboard. Keyboards! Yes! I'll see you guys on Monday for keyboard pain. And hopefully I won't be hungover as shit. Ah. I want to die. Goodbye. Oh, the pain. Oh, it hurts. Come on. Yay. Okay. Goodbye for real.
Yeah, like a